Hey, welcome back to Score on Business, and we're still with Kris Kelso. And so, Kris, you have a unique approach to time management. Tell us about that.
Time is one of our most important, most valuable assets. And not only is it important and valuable, but it's something that you can't hoard and store up. Time just goes by at the same pace for everybody. And so you've got to make really good use of it. And a number of years ago in my entrepreneurial journey, I became really fascinated with investment principles, right? With all types of investment, from venture capital and private equity to even more fundamental investment approaches from, say, a financial advisor or a wealth management group. So I started to look at the way a wealth advisor will advise you to build an investment strategy. And so real quick, a couple of things they do. They help you to figure out what your risk tolerances are, what your goals are, and how risk averse you are in investing. And then they will help you define a strategy of investing where you allocate money across a portfolio of different types of investments, right? High risk, high reward, lower risk, safer investments. And you build this portfolio and then you manage over time to that goal of a percentage base.
Right.
Well, I took that same approach and applied it to managing my time. And so I manage my calendar and my time allocation like an investment portfolio. And so I have a goal to spend a certain amount of my time on different activities, different categories of activities. And it might be developing new business, it might be doing the actual work that my clients pay me for, or it might be giving back and helping with a community of entrepreneurs, or it may be strategic planning, long-term thinking, or the administrative work of just managing the income and outflow of money and those kind of things. And I set a target that I want to spend specific percentages of time on each of those categories, and then I track my time, and every 6 months or so we'll review and say, how am I doing? And if I'm off target, I need to rebalance, which is another investment term. That I need to rebalance, meaning I need to shuffle my calendar, I need to proactively start to say no to some things in order to be able to do the things that I've set out to do. Because I learned that every yes is a no. Every time you say yes to some kind of activity, every time you take a meeting, every time you agree to sit down with someone, every time you go do something, you're implicitly saying no to a whole bunch of other things that you could be doing with that time. And so it's really important to have the awareness of where your priorities are and what you intend to spend your time on, so that when you have an opportunity presented to you, you know, does this fit in my balance, in my budget, so to speak? Or is this going to take me away from the goal and the plan that I've set out? And so I've been using that plan for several years and have walked through with some of my coaching clients and led some workshops on how to do that. And it really, you know, it's not about accuracy and perfection, it's really more about awareness. It's about making sure that I know what are the things I've set out to spend my time on and how am I doing tracking against that plan and that goal.
So in this process, would you, for example, on Friday, look at, you know, do that planning and then take a calendar and either your Outlook calendar or whatever and allocate time? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I do it a little bit both directions. Forward planning, I try to block the important things ahead of time, but I also take a reverse look after a period of time's gone by. Just the other day, I looked at the last month and just kind of real quick in 10 minutes added up the different types of activities I was doing and said, how am I doing against my plan? And just even doing that review, even if it's not 100% and I didn't get it perfect, it brought awareness to, oh, I'm spending twice as much time on that as I planned on spending. Does that mean I need to plan better, or does that mean I need to spend less time on that and try to get back to my plan? And you can adjust one way or the other.
And then if you're planning your time, then when the bright, shiny objects come around, you can say no.
That's the key, is when you have those potential distractions, you have those really enticing, tempting things, you have a sort of a budget to work from, and you say, I don't have any more time in that category to work. That seems like a great opportunity. It would be really fun. It would be potentially beneficial. It may not be bad. It's just going to take away from something else that is better.
You could be.
The good is the enemy of better.
So, Kris, thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome, Pete. Always enjoy it.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. Bye now.